The Energy Services Coalition started as the Western Regional Coalition. A group of states had identified that they could assist one another by sharing best practices and concepts promoting energy savings performance contracting. Over about the last 8 or 9 years, it's moved into something that's far more nationwide and relatively well accepted as the organization, the go-to organization for best practices for energy savings performance contracting, the tools, instruments, model legislation, and contracts that can help folks go fast in the effective use of energy savings performance contracting.
The federal government has had a program for a number of years, and the states and local government then have kind of followed suit, and the Energy Services Coalition has helped springboard and get that with some traction by helping create a lot of tools and resources available so that states can lean on kind of an independent third party for guidance and direction on how to proceed with performance contracting.
The best practices have evolved. The federal government had a super energy performance contracting model. And from that, the state of Kansas adopted many of those best practices. The state of Colorado modified what Kansas did, and then Wyoming modified what Colorado did, and Arizona has looked at those, and we've modified it even more. But the best practices, if you looked at the Kansas model, when it started, they had the enabling legislation. Then they had a pre-qualified vendors list. Then they had a person assigned to go out and help the agencies, the schools, the municipalities do this. They had templates for the contracts, so everything was already written up where you just filled in the names. They had negotiated prices with the ESCOs in advance, and these were the best practices that made this process easy for the customer. The customer was able to get into this without a steep learning curve.
I think everybody should, in terms of K through 12, higher ed, counties, cities, without a doubt. I mean, one of the first things you say is do you have a need to improve your facilities to lower your energy cost, and do you have the money to do that? And if the answer is no, I don't have the money, and yes, I have the need, then anybody that has that circumstance, there's an opportunity. Is energy savings performance contracting for everybody? Absolutely not. And I think that's where, if you're educated, then you'll know that.
You got to realize in some of these school districts and municipalities, this may be the only time they ever encounter an energy performance contract. And to get up to speed on it and execute it and then go on and do something else, if you don't have to get up to speed, if it can be handed to you and you just execute it, it makes it a whole lot easier for the end user, and it makes the process go a lot faster and smoother.